What's up, guys? It's Motico. All right, so the global server is, I don't want to say dead, but it's pretty like there's not a lot going on right now on global. Um, we're all kind of sitting around in a holding pattern, waiting for 3.2 to come out. And while the Magicite in multiplayer has created a little bit of excitement. As you can see, trying to find parties for 3 stars is a pain in the butt, as always. There's not a lot of parties going on. So, what I decided to do, I wanted to try and stream tonight. There's a lot of things going on in the Japanese server that I wanted to kind of share with you. I've thought real hard about some sort of lessons that I can kind of carry over to the global side of things. The first thing that I've learned is that the Sicarius cards are very, very good. Um, if you go into Ultima, especially in certain element categories, if you go into Ultima, um, for whatever reason, the cards that they print tend to favor certain elements. They kind of like ignore Earth for the most part. I don't want to say like completely ignore it because there's one or two good cards that come out in the Earth category, and it's kind of the same thing for Wind. And I mean, to be totally honest with you, I haven't seen too many great spells come out for Fire either. Um, there's usually like two or three standout spells in each category, except for like maybe water, and then light and dark tend to have quite a bit of standout. I think it's something that they're slowly trying to fix and trying to alleviate, but I don't even think that they're aware that it's a problem. Um, so as a result, you kind of get this situation where you're not you're not really getting uh, you know the most damage that you could possibly get. I don't know how else to describe this. So, because the global server is pretty much dead, I'm going to go onto the Japanese server and we're going to get this started. Let's have some fun, boys. Um, well, and girls, I guess, if there's any girls here. But, anyways, basically, what I'm trying to say is that the Sicarius cards in multiplayer are extremely important. And the reason why they're important is because there's really not that many cards that are released that are better than them. Um, so you really want to hit multiplayer as hard as possible. It's extremely important and valuable for you to do it. Now, when Maya comes out, she gets her own like series of cards and stuff, and they're completely busted. And but she's like a whole different story. Okay, so like you can't really like count Maya in that category of everything that I just said, basically, because she's kind of different because she's so new. Like a concerted effort to make sure that she has all of the cards that she needs to be able to perform well. Dead and like all playing Japanese right now because obviously the ability levels on it are stupid depressed, but it turns into a really good damage card, and I believe it's multi-hit, if I remember correctly. So that's a decent card in the dark category, right? But if you look at the Sicarius card, let's see, where is my Sicarius card that I have? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is a 5-star Sicarius card. It's not quite max level yet. It's at level 10, level 9. So it has one more level to go. I think it finishes out around 1100 power, somewhere in that range. Okay, and it costs 4 orbs, and it's AoE. So, um, and these are, it has the same stat lines for all of the Sicarius cards. These are the War God Sicarius cards. Um, they're extremely good cards. Extremely important and invaluable cards to have. Um, so So when you compare some of the better cards in the game to those, let's look at a Maya card. Here's a 5-star version of a Maya card. Now it's got a little bit higher break power on it, and that has its own usefulness and stuff. But the attack is slightly lower. So like you're getting this basically the same effect. Um, you're gaining some break power, which is good. It increases its utility and efficiency, obviously. But as far as damage is concerned, they're about equal. And in multiplayer, really honestly, the only thing you really care about is damage because there's other spells that you bring to break gauges. So you know, in terms of attack, there's a limit on how high they get these cards. Now, here's another one of the Sicarius cards I'm working on, and it already has 407 attack. And if you go to the Earth equivalent that I have in the Ranger category, which is Atmos, and he's at 3 stars as well, if I can find it. There it is. This is at 3 stars as well, and he's got 697 attack at level 6. And my other one was like, what, level 3 or 4, and he had like 500 or something like that. So, again, you can see, and this is a single target nuke. Now, eventually it drops to 3 orbs, which increases its damage potential, sort of. But as an AoE, I mean, this just has way much, a lot more utility. Um, Especially considering that you can just like nuke the cards all at once, or nuke the opponents all at once and get them all dead all at one time. So efficiency wise, 4 orbs to be able to kill like the entire board. I mean, you just can't beat it. So those are some of the issues that I've noticed. I might be having connection issues. No, the sound might be cutting up. I hope. I don't know. Maybe it's the way I'm holding the phone. I apologize. I'll try and get that fixed. But anyway, got the Cloud Hall of Fame pretty much done. This is a new feature they've added into the game. We don't really have to worry about this for a long time. They probably won't put this in. But basically, you can spend skill seeds to increase the stats on weapons and customize your weapons. Um, so far, I've been kind of sticking to light and dark seeds because I have an absorbent amount of each of those. Um, and I need my other skill seeds to kind of level jobs and stuff. Um, so you can customize the appearance of Maya. You cannot customize the appearance of any of the other jobs. They kind of just come static as they are. But all of the Maya jobs have sort of customizable stuff. Okay. Um, I'm not sure where I got these weapons from. Oh, I know. That's Paladin's weapon. My bad. Um, I started working on Paladin here. So this is kind of like one of my setups for Cloud. It's not the setup. It will be the setup eventually. But as of right now, it's a work in progress. It's a little bit of a project. I need a second gross to get Atmos to 4 stars, and then I'll have Atmos um, to be able to help nuke and stuff. Um, and I'm also working on the Earth Sicarius card. But let me do a fight real fast and kind of show you what is good about Cloud. Why is Cloud Hall of Fame good? Um, the first thing that you're going to notice is when you go into the battle is his hit points have raised quite a bit. He's sitting at around 11,000, and this is my deck level is still kind of low, so he'll end up around 11 or 12,000. Um, I'll show you the customizable Maya stuff here in just a minute, but so anyways, Oh, I got an ability. That's pretty cool. Now, keep in mind, this is the second exploration region, and this is a Hall of Fame job. Okay, so like things are going to be a little bit out of whack. But I just kind of want to show you what he's good for and why he's good. Yeah, there might be some lag going on. I do apologize if there is lag. I'm not um, trying to have lag on my stream, but I can't do much about it because um, my internet is just kind of crappy. Um, I shouldn't have drove my Earth last time, but that's okay. So I'm trying to clear it. This is Exploration 2 hard mode, and I'm trying to clear it so that way I can get some ability tickets and summon tickets, and just I need stuff to be able to level my jobs. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Now, this is an Earth opponent, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what Atmos does. Should do some decent damage, even at 3 stars. Doing max damage on a resisted opponent with Cloud. I think that's pretty good. Um, Daggone it, man. All right. Let me see what I can do about that. Okay. I apologize. All right. So, hopefully the sound kind of fixes itself. I reset the stream. I apologize. I'm trying to get this situation fixed so that way you guys can hear me. Um, I'm sorry if there's any problems or any difficulties on that end. Just keep me posted and let me know what's going on. So, I've been asked just now, what do I think the meta is for the Japanese server? Right now, it's all about Supermonk and Maya. I mean, to be totally honest with you, um, I hate to say that, but that's pretty much what it is. All right, so the multiplayer update basically, like when you're going, you want to farm your Magicite in 1 and 2 star fights on the global version. And you're looking for people who have that floaty looking thing. There's like it's like a donut. It looks like a life raft that you throw, a life preserver that you're throwing somebody, like one of those little donut life rafts, and it's like in the top left corner of the multiplayer screen. And anytime you see those, you join those parties, and you'll get Magicite at the end. And then